I just thought I would come on here this morning or this afternoon and have a talk. I just need to talk. And you know what I'm like? I talk. I go off and jibber jabber, but I'm not on my walking track. I'm at home today having this talk, and it's going to be about a bit of a bizarre subject, and I want you all involved. I want you to get on board and ask me questions, talk to me about what you think. I just want to talk about um, a bizarre subject, which not I want to talk about heaven. I do. I want to talk about heaven. I want to talk about me as a medium, psychic, clairvoyant, Reiki master, all that sort of stuff about energy reading, working with energy, and all the years I've been doing this, which has been quite a few years, all my life. I just want to talk about what my personal experience with heaven has been like. I had a hi, how are you? I had a moment where I was quite ill as a 16-year-old girl and was very high fever, having personal female issues as a teenager, and next minute I was out and I'm flying in the clouds and I'm holding somebody's hand. I look over and it's Jesus. I know it sounds really weird, but it was. It was Jesus in his beautiful gown, his beard, his beautiful hair. There was no verbal language spoken. It was all through the mind. And I asked him if I was dead. He said, no, you haven't died. I asked him if I was going to be better. And he said, yes, you will get better. And we just flew in what seemed for ages, just over through the clouds, and it was stunning, absolutely majestic, magical. Haven't had that dream since, or that experience since. Only experienced one other moment of illness like that when I was 29. I haven't had it since, which was nice. But look, there are people that have had near-death experiences and come back and speak about their experience with being touched by the great divine. I call God the great divine. Cloudy, how are you? And I just want to, as a hi, Chrissy. Can you please say 67? Why do you want me to say that? I don't know. So as an energy worker, and all the experiences I've had being a psychic medium, clairvoyant, I have had to connect a lot of family members that have crossed over and friends for loved ones and clients that have come and had readings with me. And I have seen the great divine. I've seen angels. I've seen what heaven looks like. It's different for everybody. It's not the same. And yes, people don't stay. Say if a baby crosses over, the baby doesn't stay a baby. The baby does grow, because a mother came to me about 10 years ago and she'd lost her newborn child, and by the time she got to me as a client, that baby was about 8 months. And when she was sitting with me, I was talking to her about her baby, and I explained to her where the baby was. He was actually on his hands and knees on the table in front of her, rocking backwards and forwards right near her face. And I was telling her, he's telling me he's teething. I said, was your baby a little boy? And she said, yes. And I said, well, he's telling me he's teething. And he also let me know that there was a bear in the bedroom. There's a sound like a big bear in the bedroom. And I couldn't quite make out why he was telling me there was a bear in the bedroom. He kept hearing bear noises. And then he pointed to Dad, and I said, does your husband snore like a bear? And she started laughing. She said, yes, he does. I said, well, your little boy is just telling me about how Daddy's snoring like a bear. And so look, all things are different over there. It's not the same for everybody, and it is majestic, it is magical, it is euphoria, it is amazing, it's light, it's not heavy. Like here is heavy. What we experience on this earth plane, it feels heavy compared to heaven. Heaven is light. There's no pain. There's no animosity. You can go back to a time in your life that was the most exhilarating. Well, you can take on the form of when you were the most exhilarating and at your best age when you cross over. But when you a client and come to me and want to speak with a loved one or a friend that's crossed over, they give me the forms of what they looked like as they were crossing over, so I get the right person and I can relay that back. And look, I have seen angels. Angels are not female or male in what I've been had described to me as. That they are, their bones glow like selenite. If you've ever seen what a piece of selenite crystal looks like, I always call that angel bone. And it is very, very majestic. When I met angels, I've met many angels. I've met earthbound angels. I've met angels that were just there for the great divine. I've met angels that look after people, that are connected to the people and look after them. And when I seen these angels just, hi, Verma mixed. Why do you want to know how old I am? Answer that one for me. Why do you want to know how old I am? When I did get shown these angels, there was a little girl. Her mum had come to me and asked me to connect with her daughter who crossed over when she was 12 due to a backyard accident with a swing set. And I connected straight away with this young girl, and because I'd already connected to her previously. And this time it was completely different. Sarah came to me and said, I asked her, what are you doing? And she goes, come with me, come with me. And I said, okay, no worries, I'll come with you. So off I trotted through spirit with her. And I said, where are you taking me? She's just come with me. So she She took me to this great big arch of angels standing there just going, "Oh." And I'm like, we were down below the angels, and Sarah was putting diamantes on this angel's wings, and she's like, shh. I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Sarah, this is amazing. And I'm like, and she's going, shh. I went, okay, I'll whisper. And she was sneakily putting diamantes on this angel's wings. And I see this angel that she's doing it to, just still going, oh, but she's, what, to me, it looked like a female. And as she's doing the, oh, she looks over her shoulder down at Sarah and I. And I said, Sarah, what are they humming or singing to? What's that great big, beautiful, beautiful light? And Sarah goes, that's God, silly. And I went, oh my goodness, that's amazing. Oh, wow. I was blown away, absolutely magically blown away by what she had shown me and by what I was seeing. So I'm only relaying what I've been shown, and I don't ask too many questions. I've found out that it's best not to ask a lot of questions. You just go with the flow, and it feels very innocent. It's just, it's normal. That is absolutely normal. Something that is just everyday thing or every second thing. And time is different over there as well. Time is different. It's not the same as what it is here on earth. Time over there can go slow or it can go fast. So it's completely different for everybody. It's your pets are over there, so they don't go to a different doggy heaven or cat heaven or snake heaven or whatever heaven. No, it's all the same. It is all the same. And as far as I know, it's for our galaxy. This because I can't see anything past our galaxy. I haven't really gone that far out and looked. I just keep in the boundaries of what I know is ours. So that's as far as I look. I don't go any further out and look, possibly because I don't really want to. I want to stay safe and be around what I know, and this is what I know. And yeah, you can do whatever you want over there as long as it doesn't harm. You can't harm. You are not allowed to harm. It's peace, it's love, it's almost impossible to harm. It's the love over there is just immense. It's beauty. It's they're really, it's really hard to explain. The words are hard to say because it's really like there's no real words for it. It's incredible. Yeah. And it's light, it's sparkly, it's fresh, it's clean, it's amazing. It really is. It's amazing. Like you can go from one place to another like a blink, or you can just you can travel like normal travel. It's it's magical. It really is. But we are here on this earthly plane to fulfill what we need to fulfill in a life. And as I've explained to some people that have lost children, miscarriages, babies, I have asked why that young, and it's been explained to me that some just need to be conceived, and that's all they needed was conception, because possibly in their other life they didn't get to experience a proper conception, or this is their first life and they just needed to be conceived. Others just need to go in utero and feel utero. Others need to experience the birthing experience and then cross. Others need a little bit longer on the earth plane. Look, if there's any questions, please ask me any questions, and I can do my best in answering them for you while I'm on here about what you want to know. Hi, Jonathan Media. Hi, Jonathan. I'm speaking about heaven. I don't think it gets spoken about enough. Helpful review. I don't know. I just got a little thing come up on. Don't know why. This message is helpful review. Maybe it's because I'm not sure if you can hear the thing in the background. Maybe they don't want that as loud as what it is in the background. So, as I was saying, if there's any questions about heaven you want to know about, just put them up here and I'll answer them the best way I can. I've been doing this for all my life, and I have written books on past lives, and I won an award for one of my books, which was great. I love writing. I didn't think I was a writer until I started writing, so that was pretty incredible. But I just want to if there's any questions you've got about heaven, ask and I'll do my best. I'll try and meet that, because I know what YouTube's like. YouTube doesn't like things in the background going, which is sad, because it's nice. Sometimes it's nice to have that going on in the background. The Elliot. Hi, Elliot 11. Like I said, if you've got any questions about heaven, like I've seen earth angels, I've seen personal angels that are connected to people. I've seen a whole row of angels humming to a great divine, doing that, and I was so blown out by that. But that amazing little girl's mum hasn't, I've moved away from that area, so she hasn't asked me for a reading in a long, long time. Homeless man came up to me and oh goodness me, possibly due to that homeless man having some sort of mental issue going on, that could be the reason. And then a paper that said, I loved God. I'm not here to push religion. I'm just here to talk about what heaven's like, because I've seen it so many times. I've read for clients that have spoken I've been the messenger where the loved ones come through, and I always pull a chair out and put the loved ones that have crossed over on a chair so they feel just as comfortable and included in the reading. And they'll all sit there and ask for cups of tea, especially the lovely nenas, and talk about what they've been doing. So heaven is completely different for everybody. It's not the same. It's not the same for, like, if I'm talking about a nana that's come through and wants to connect with their loved one, well, whatever that nana's doing, it's going to be completely different for me. And like I've said, you can take on a different form when you cross over. You don't stay in your 90-year-old wrinkly, unable to move body. You take the form of when you were the most energetic and alive and beautiful in your life, and you don't take illness with you, but they will explain to me what their illness was when they've crossed over, and they will give me the feeling of what their illness was. Quick quote, I'm at the beach for the night. Have a great day and be. Thank you, Christy. Thank you. You too. Have a wonderful evening at the beach. Don't get eaten by mozzies too much. So yeah, it's like I said, it's completely different for everybody, and time is time is completely different over there. It can be like blink and 20 years has gone by, or you can have your 20 years go 20 years. You can be in one place in a blink or a click, and then you can be in another place like that. And it's not heavy. Heaven's not heavy. It's light. Everything is light. Here it feels heavy. And I've had this explained to me by clients, loved ones, and friends that have crossed over. They tell me to tell them, I don't feel heavy anymore. I feel as light as a feather. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's everything. You know, but it's not really how the religious, the real super heavy religion priests and whatever else you call them talk about. It's not a bargaining chip either. You don't get bargained to go to heaven. And it's only called heaven because of the religions. It's just another place we go to. It's like another level of life, another plane. It's not, heaven's just called heaven because of all of the controversy over religion. So yeah, that's what that is. It can be completely different to what's in, like what you see in a church. It's not like that at all. It's even though Wanata, hi. Yeah, so and yes, there are angels. Yes, they have a job over there, but there's different planes, different levels. And I think it depends on how long you stay over there that you go to a different level, because of what I got shown with that row of angels humming or singing to the Great Divine. And I did ask, what is that big energy, massive, it just took up everything, this light that these angels were humming, doing that too. And the young girl that was with me said, that's God, silly. I went, okay, thank you. But that's what that Great Divine's being known in religion is God. So what else I call it the Great Divine. And yes, we are all threads of that, definitely all threads. So if you've got any questions, please ask. Just ask. If you're curious and want to know anything, please ask me. Because that's why I've come on today, because I just want people to ask me questions about what they want to know. And it does, you know how they say in a Bible that if you commit suicide, then you go to hell and you're damned. And no, that doesn't happen. No, definitely not. No, we're all loved. We are all loved. And it doesn't matter how you go over there, you're accepted. You're absolutely accepted. And we do get shown our life journey. We do get shown what we could have done better and how to be more considerate. Provider. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So it's not. I'm learning more as I talk to loved ones that have crossed over from clients and pets. Even pets have they're in the same place. There's no pet heaven, there's no puppy heaven, there's no cat, there's no separate stuff. It's not separate. It's all the same for animals. But I do like, say if an elephant does cross over, and it will go to a general area for elephants, mind you. So yeah, and it is completely different for them as well. And like I've said, it's not heavy. It's not like here we feel weight. Over there you don't feel weight. It's weightless. And I was just asking about day and night. Like if you want it nighttime, you make it nighttime. If you want it daytime, you make it daytime. If you want to live, thank you. If you want to live in a same environment that you were on the earth plane, then you go about it the same way. If you loved gardening, then you're in the garden, you're doing your gardening. You continue to do what you loved doing, but there's no harm. Remember, you cannot harm. It's impossible to harm over there. You cannot harm. It's not, and it's not something that exists there. It doesn't exist. Just doesn't happen. I did have one young man that had taken his own life and crossed over, and when his sister came to me and was wanting to connect with him, he's about the only one that I got shown slight aggression that he was still feeling. But you got to remember, he's very, very new over there. It was almost like only 2 days, and then she'd come and seen me, and he was still going through his turmoil of what he'd found out on the earth plane about his loved one, his girlfriend, and what had happened with his mate, so-called mate, and his girlfriend. And he was having a very hard time struggling with the knowledge of what he'd found out, and that's why he did what he did, because he couldn't bear to be here any longer. But look, yes, he was still accepted. He was there. He was talking to me about how beautiful, how amazing it was. But there was just that still little bit of animosity there. But I'm sure if I reconnected with him today, it would be different. It would be completely different. Oh, actually, it is completely different. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that today with anybody who wanted to be curious about what it's like over there. So thanks for jumping on and connecting with me today. I might be looking at doing some more of this sort of talk over the next couple of weeks, and hoping to connect with more of you guys on the questions and things that you want to know, which is, one of the reasons I got this page up and going, even though I do like to build things. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye. God bless.